This app kind of gives you an overview of the resort. You can check in, check out, you can see your bills, you can also order for fun activities and pay them online. If you like something in the resort which is saleable, because I know some of the resorts sell the assets also, through a QR code you can scan and place an order for that. So you can shop online. This is also connected to the IPTV service, which is streaming IPTV content on the TVs, and it is kind of synchronized with this app. There's a lot of costs being incurred in duplication of services, in over dimensioning the people and the services. But with an app, they really know what the guest really wants for the day, and they can then dimension the people and the services based on that. The wireline network inside the resort is the GPON and Wi-Fi network. GPON is nothing but a gigabit passive optical network, and with this technology now you can have just one cable going inside the resort and inside the villa or the room, and with this one wire, with this one optical fiber, you can have multiple services inside the room. So what are those services? They are Wi-Fi, the IPTV, you can control the lighting, the aircon, you can have a digital key on the phone, so you don't really actually need to have a key, so you can scan and just touch the door and the door can open. You can also, of course, watch Netflix, because if you're used to watching that in your home country, and so on and so forth. So the entire home and the leisure actually comes inside the room just by this one optical cable entering the room. Other than that, I think we are also talking about managing the digitalization of operations inside the resort. The workforce management is a big, what would I say, point of discussion. How do we manage the leaves of so many people? How do you manage their performance, their payroll? For all these things, there is a huge source of infrastructure which is required. We are talking about taking all this infrastructure into a cloud, and the resort can then only pay per use. Therefore, they can get their costs down on a per person basis. And we don't need to invest in huge infrastructure for this. It's all in the cloud and making the costs come down. So there are many moving parts inside the resort. Here, there is a Wi-Fi access point outside, there's a pole, then there are generators, and then so many physical aspects, lighting as well. All this can be now automated with Internet of Things. With Internet of Things, there are sensors which are placed in all these mission critical items. For example, in the dark, there are lights on the pavement where you walk, right? But if the lights are off, it will be dark. Now, in a moment of time, if you are not able to figure this out proactively, you will not be able to attend to it reactively. With Internet of Things, you actually come to know what's going on inside the resort. So with smart lighting inside the resort, you actually know which lights are on, which lights are off, which need to be off when there's good light. So IoT can actually also transform the physical infrastructure into a day-to-day or minute-by-minute details of what's happening. Thereby you save cost. You save cost on spares. You save also cost on manpower. And Ooredoo provides this entire infrastructure on the cloud to manage the operational costs of the resort. So net, I think these are the three areas that we are focusing on, and I believe that all these three areas can really take Maldives as a destination to be the favorite spot across the world. It has great waters, great marine life, it has great network, and it will also continue to have great guest experiences.